Good morning, children.
Good morning, sir.
Very good morning. So, today I'm here to start a very motivational poem, very inspirational poem. Right? The name of the poem is here A Heritage of Trees. पेड़ों की विरासत. Did you get it? First of all, we'll be coming to know about the poet. Here, the poet David Horsburg. Right? David Horsburg, 1923 to 1984, was British-born poet. British-born poet, and he was not the poet. He was the educationist who worked in our country. He first came in our country in the year of 1943. In the year of 1943. He also became the part of Air Force, the Royal Air Force. The Royal Air Force. He felt very much at the home in the region, was moved by poverty and poor educational facilities. So David Horsburg, he started helping to the poor people, and the facility was not being given by to some of the people, some of the very low class people. So David Horsburg actually was the part of providing the facility to the poor people. Did you get it? Okay. So it was about the poet. Now come to the poet. David Horsburg writes about the trees being cut mercilessly. The poet here, David Horsburg, has highlighted his deep emotions. And what is the deep emotions? That people are cutting down the trees, right, mercilessly, heartlessly, बिना दया का, बिना दया नाम का चीज नहीं है लोगों में, और पेड़ को लगातार क्या कर रहे हो? काट रहे हैं. आ रहा है समझ में? He sees this action when he was traveling from Ooty to Mysore. Ooty, what is it here? Here is the place. Ooty and Mysore is situated in our country, right in where? Tamil Nadu. Did you get it? On the trees, he described the scenes as a tragic sight, and the trees as a noble trees. We humans, in the name of progress, are cutting down the trees without thinking of the after effect. Actually, we people, we human, we cut down the trees without not thinking the upcoming generations. And we just cut down, we just take the axe and we cut down the trees. In the previous class, in class 9, I have taught you on killing a tree by George Kilmer. Did I teach you? उस पोम में समझ में आया था कि एक पेड़ को काटने से वो मरता नहीं है. अगर पेड़ को नष्ट करना है, तो हमेशा के लिए खत्म करना है, तो उसको जड़ से उखाड़ दीजिए, तभी वो पेड़ क्या होगा? खत्म हो जाएगा. किल्मर कहते थे इस चीज को. किल्मर एक चीज और कहते थे, पता है? किल्मर की एक लाइन और है, देखो एक लाइन यहां पे लिखा हुआ है इस पोम में. वो कहते हैं, पोम्स आर मेड बाय फूल्स लाइक मी, बट ओनली गॉड कैन मेक अ ट्री. किल्मर यहां कहते हैं कि जो पोम्स होते हैं, जो कविताएं होते हैं, वो मेरे जैसा बेवकूफ आएगा, इडियट आएगा, लिख के चला जाएगा, लेकिन पेड़ तो भगवान बनाता है. पेड़ कौन बनाता है? इसलिए आज ट्रेंडिंग में है आपका अरावली हिल. हमेशा न्यूज आ रहा है कि अरावली हिल को भी लोग जो है तबाह करने में लगे हुए हैं. On the name of a development of our country, we people and the government are also supporting to cut down the trees. If you talk about, now it's a trending. अरावली हिल्स के बारे में आपने शायद सुना होगा. उसको भी एक दिन नष्ट कर देंगे. अभी बहुत ट्रेंडिंग में चल रहा है. मैं हमेशा इतने बड़े बड़े राइटर, इतने बड़े बड़े जो कवि जीवों के बारे में, पशुओं के बारे में, चिड़िया के बारे में, पंछियों के बारे में और पेड़ों के बारे में, वृक्षों के बारे में क्यों लिखते हैं? क्यों लिखते हैं कि उसे नष्ट नहीं करना है, उसे बचाना है। आज ये पोएम नहीं लिखा गया, आज से कई साल पहले लिखा गया और आज हम पढ़ रहे हैं इस पोएम को। समझ में आ रहा है कि नहीं? तो पोएट हमें ये कहना चाहते हैं कि सबसे पहले ट्रीज को काटने से पहले अपने आप में सोचिए कि आपके जो अपकमिंग जनरेशंस हैं वो कैसे इस धरती पे जीवित रहेंगे। किल्मर की जो शॉर्ट लाइन थी, समझ में आया कि नहीं आप लोगों को? ओके, once again he says there, we humans, in the name of progress, in the name of development of our country, we cut down the trees day by day, day by day. He then states his helplessness by saying, let them enjoy cutting, hacking and use it for cooking or use it for holy purposes. The poet has a similar message. Read and find out yourself. We people, we human, we cut down the trees for our own purposes, for making our own accommodation, right? For making actually new roads, for development of new factories, for our own purpose, we generally cut down the trees. Did you get it? Yes. Now come to the stanza words. I saw a man. The poet says in the first line of this poem, I saw a man attack a tree today, the road from Messer to Ooty. Here the poet David Horsburg, he was traveling to Messer to Ooty. मैसूर भाई क्या है? मैसूर एक जगह है जो फेमस है किसके लिए? सिल्क साड़ीज के लिए और सैंडलवुड के लिए। सैंडलवुड जानते हो कि नहीं? चंदन की लकड़ी, पता है? चंदन की लकड़ी के लिए फेमस है। और आपका ऊटी जो फेमस है किसके लिए है? इट इज अ फेमस फॉर क्वीन ऑफ हिल्स, क्वीन ऑफ हिल्स के लिए। ऊटी जो फेमस है क्वीन ऑफ हिल्स, वहां पे कई जो है पर्वत श्रृंखलाएं हैं वहां पे ऊटी में। तो पोएट जो है, ही वॉज ट्रेवलिंग थ्रू द रोड Messer to Ooty, he could see a man. A man was attacking a tree. A man was attacking a tree. Did you get it? About 20 miles along it, there will see a tragic sight. You will see a tragic sight. Tragic sight का मतलब क्या होता है? Very sad. Very sad. इसका मतलब होता है काफी दुखद। When the poet saw a man who is cutting a tree, who was actually merely ready to attack a tree, then poets thought that what will happen one day when he cuts down all the trees. Not understood? There you'll see a tragic sight, a line of noble trees, a line of noble trees. Noble, the meaning of the noble, you know, respected. Noble means respected, but all the creatures are noble. These trees has planted millions years ago by our ancestors. They have planted the trees and plants for their upcoming generations, and we are destroying the trees and plants for upcoming generations. Just think about your forefathers. Just think about your ancestors, how they were. They were not just like us, right? वो लोग हमारे जैसे नहीं थे कि प्राकृतिक को जो है तबाह कर देते थे, प्राकृतिक को लगाते थे, प्राकृतिक को बचाते थे। Did you understand? Okay. Mutilated branches ripped ultimately from their trunks. Cripples comes made a weak when they start cutting down the branches of the trees, sometimes they cut directly to the tree, sometimes they cut these branches, that branches, right? Suppose that when you get injured, when you get any injury in your hands, then what would be your feeling that time? जब कोई व्यक्ति अगर किसी से शार्प चीजों से आप कट जाते हो तो उस समय कैसा फील होता है आप लोगों? इन द सेम वे trees and plants also feels the same, just like human beings, just like animals. When we cut down any branches of the tree, in the same way how we people feel, in the same way the feeling of the trees and plants are also the same. Did you get it? Okay. And crippled some have died, those noble trees planted long since. The poet says here, those trees had already been planted by our ancestor before thousands of years ago, hundreds of years ago, and we people just cut down the tree. We people hurt the tree. We people destroy the trees on the name of our progress, on the name of our development work. Right? Okay. By some sweet hands, some Ismail, the son of अब्राहम. वो इस्माइल जो किसका बेटा था? अब्राहम का बेटा था, जो कि आप कुरान में इसको पढ़ सकते हो. वो कहते हैं कि by some sweet hand, the trees has planted by some sweet hand, by some Ismail, some विश्वरया और unknown. और भाई हमारे विश्वरया कौन थे? A famous engineer and architects, a very famous engineer and architects who used to love the trees and plants and all the natural things. वो कहते हैं by their hand, by their sweet hand, the trees that you can nowadays you are actually able to see here and there, they have planted by our ancestor and the people like Ismail and the people like Vishwaraya, right? Ismail, the son of Abraham, and he's known as a. You can read more about Ismail in Quran, right? And Vishwaraya was one of the greatest scientists and architects who used to love to the nature. वो कहते हैं पोएट, ये जो पौधे हैं जो दिख रहे हैं, और सिर्फ ये नहीं, वही इस्माइली पौधा नहीं लगाए, विश्वरया पौधा नहीं लगाए, और भी हमारे फोरफादर्स लगाए. वो अपनी स्वीट हैंड से, समझ रहे हो कि नहीं, अपने प्यारे हाथ से उस पौधे को लगाए. और हम लोग क्या कर रहे हैं? एक धारदार हथियार को लेके जा रहे हैं और उसको क्या कर रहे हैं? तबाह कर रहे हैं पेड़ को. Did you understand? Let them come now from some. Poet कहते हैं, more peaceful shade to look once more. Suppose, just imagine when you are traveling somewhere during summer days, and you forget to carry your umbrella. And there is no any shade here and there. But when you travel along, you find a very tall banyan tree, and you sit under the banyan tree. Then how would be your feeling that time? You will be saying now yourself, the trees and plants are just like our brothers and sisters, just like our families. जब आप चले जा रहे हो और आपको कहीं पेड़ दिखाई नहीं दिया, अंततः देखें कि नहीं भाई, ये तो बनियान का पेड़ है, उसके नीचे अगर बैठ जाते हो तो सुकून का जिंदगी होता है. पेड़ जो होते हैं वो अपने लिए नहीं जीते हैं. They don't live on this earth for themselves, they live for ourselves. दे लिव फॉर आवर सेल्फ, वो अपने लिए नहीं जीते हैं, वो हमारे लिए जीते, हमारे ह्यूमन बींग्स के लिए जीते हैं। टर्न द पेज। Okay. On their lives were trees for the people, let all enjoy them, hack them, cut them up. Obviously, when anyone thinks that I would cut down the trees, that other will also think that I'll also cut down the trees. So now due to deforestation, the climate you can see nowadays, the climate को देख सकते हो कि नहीं? कभी कभी धूप उगता है जोर से, कभी ठंडा होने लगता है, कभी कभी क्या होता है, ठंड में भी बरसात होने लगता है, just because of the deforestation. In class 9 I have also taught that who brings the rain? Who brings up the rain? Trees and plants. And when they brings up the rain, they started dancing, enjoying their lives. Did you get it? वो कहते हैं कि एक अगर व्यक्ति अगर काट रहा है तो सबसे पहले उसको समझना चाहिए कि एक पेड़ काट रहा है तो उसको बचाना है। ये नहीं कि तुम भी जाकर उसी वही काम को करो, उसको बचाना है। So come to the last stanza of this poem. So that the fires that cook the village food shall burn more hot. Trees are our heritage and are as so holy. Actually, we cut down the trees for our different purposes. The first, we collect the woods to make fire, right? And the second, we burn the woods for the purpose of making food, right? But trees and plants are limitless. They are for the limited period of time, and when we start cutting down the tree mercilessly, then what will be happen? There will be no any trees, there will be no any human beings, there will be no any creatures on this world. ऐसा लगेगा कि यहाँ पे कोई नहीं है। एक दिन ऐसा होगा कि जब पेड़ पौधे भी इस दुनिया से नष्ट होकर चले जाएंगे। जब वो नष्ट होंगे तो हम लोग अपने आप ही क्या हो जाएंगे? नष्ट होकर चले जाएंगे। Trees are our heritage and as so holy. Poet in the two lines of the last stanza says that really trees and plants are our heritage. वो हमारे विरासत हैं। जैसे अपने पूर्वजों को कैसे याद करते हैं कि हमारे पूर्वज हमारे विरासत थे, in the same way we have to also remind the trees and plants that they are not a wood. हम लोग क्या सोचते हैं? उसको एक लकड़ी है तोड़ के ले आओ, सोचते हैं ना कि चलो एक डंटा तोड़ के लाते हैं, एक डंटल को तोड़ के लाते हैं, एक ब्रांचेस ट्रीज का तोड़ के लाते हैं, ठीक है, लेकिन उसे भी हर्ट होता है, उसे भी दर्द होता है। समझ में आ रहा है कि नहीं? इसीलिए बच्चों पेड़ को बचाने की कोशिश करो। सेव द लाइफ ऑफ द ट्रीज, सेव द लाइफ ऑफ मिलियंस ऑफ पीपल, सेव द लाइफ ऑफ मिलियंस ऑफ पीपल। और यहाँ पे पोएट कुछ और बातें को कहना चाहते हैं। देखो, डिस्ट्रॉइंग ट्रीज इज डिस्ट्रॉइंग आवर सेल्फ। मैंने पहले भी बताया था, डिस्ट्रॉइंग ट्रीज इज नॉट ओनली डिस्ट्रॉइंग द ट्रीज बट डिस्ट्रॉइंग योर ओन लाइफ। Real development is to protect the trees and plants and creatures, wild creatures. But what we people think is that the real development, when we cut down the tree, when we make our own factories, make our own industries by cutting down the trees, this is not the real development. The real development is everybody start planting a tree. When we start growing up a tree, right? This is the real development. So the tree, जो आज हम पौधा लगाएंगे, the tree which we plant today would be for our upcoming generations. We have to salute our grandfathers. We have to salute our ancestors, those who have planted the trees from their sweet hands. From their sweet hands. Kilmer has also told in this poem on killing a tree, right? Suppose that when you just actually tasting, when you eating a fruits, eating vegetables, and जब आप कोई फल को खाते हो, जब कोई आप सब्जी को खाते हो, first of all you have to salute, you have to thank the person who had planted the tree, who had grown the vegetables, right? मैंगो हम लोग बाजार में मिल जाता है, बहुत सारे फल हमें बाजार में मिलती है, लेकिन कभी did you ever try to remind them? Did you ever try to thank them? No, we have never thanked them. But we have only paid the money, 50 rupees per kg, and we just take out from the market and we started consuming, right? It's not like that. We have to also salute them. They are the real heroes. Our farmers are the real heroes of our country. They are the backbone of our country. So my dear student, how was the poem today?
Yes, sir.
So did you understand in a deep way?
Yes, sir.
So from today, take an oath that we are not to cut down the trees. And when you see anyone cutting down a tree, when you see anyone cuts down a tree, then you have to tell them, you have to make them understand, Bhaiya, uncle, grandfather, according to their ages, right? You have not to cut down the trees. And if it is possible, then touch the feet of the person who is cutting down the trees. अगर possible हो तो उसकी पैर को छुइए कि आप मत काटिए पेड़ को, उसे बचाइए. You save the tree, save the earth, save the planet. It is end of the poem. So how was the class today?